right, Mr. Maxey, can you introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Albert W. Maxey Sr., and a little bit about myself. I got here in 1957 on a basketball scholarship to go to the University of Nebraska. I was fortunate enough and blessed enough that I got that opportunity. There were other scholarships I had because of the basketball abilities that I had, and that led me to Lincoln, Nebraska. I am from Indianapolis, Indiana, where they recruited me from. I did play basketball at the well-known high school of Crispus Attucks High School in Indianapolis, which was all black high school. So basically, from there, I was fortunate enough to graduate from the University of Nebraska. I was also on the Lincoln Police Department, and I also worked at Lincoln Public Schools. Very proud of having a school named after my wife, Joanne Maxey, who was a school board president and also was in the legislation of Nebraska. Basically, that's a quick overview of what I've done in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Can you tell us what your first impression of Lincoln was and how Lincoln has changed since you got here?
My personal feelings for Lincoln, Nebraska, that it was very small, very white, and I was in fear most of the time I got here because of my upbringing and living in a place like Lincoln, Nebraska. So I adjust it to that with the support of my religion and my faith that says you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So from that, I've grown. I think from 18 years old and coming here to my age today, I've learned a lot from a lot of people that helped me a lot.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit more about your time on the police force here in Lincoln and what that meant to you and what that experience was like.
Well, after leaving the university for the first time, I had to find a job. So it just, fortunately enough, I was close to the police department in 1961. I walked across the street and I joined. I was lucky enough to remain there, and I went from all the ranks from walking the beat to patrol officer to a sergeant and then to commanding officer of the department. All these things probably added to my upbringing, I think, and the experiences that I received. And there was a lot of ups and downs on the police department, but I managed to get through those.
When you look back, and you mentioned some of this earlier, but when you look back across your life, what are the things you're most proud of?
I'm proud of my family, for one thing, and what they have done. Was proud of Joanne and what she had accomplished. I'm proud that I've managed to stay as healthy as I can. I experienced riding a bike across the state of Nebraska for 10 years and rode in a circle in Nebraska for 10 years. I've run several marathons. I was always interested in sports and basketball and continue to play that pretty much half of my life. I'm proud of those things and all the places I had visited throughout my years because of coming to Lincoln, Nebraska.
And if you had one thing to say to Lincolnites that you don't think they would understand about the experience of being black in Lincoln, what would that be?
Interesting question. It's kind of hard to. I just think that I was probably part of re-educating people in Lincoln. I probably was part of experiencing some prejudices throughout the time I've been here, and maybe had some part in trying to change that. Um, um, Now, Lincoln is an interesting city compared to others, I think, because of my experiences. A lot of the prejudice is hidden, and you have to protect yourself. So I think I protected myself when it came to people that was obviously prejudiced. I knew how to protect myself in a lot of those incidents. It's good and bad, and that's basically what I could say. And there's a lot of individual situations that took place that I handled it pretty well. So I had it, by being on the police front, I had a lot of authority to handle it in unlawful ways. So it was what it was, and hopefully it will continue to get better.